No.
Hey, yo, you better put that dog down.
I'm just saying everybody wants to see this fight, man.
But it's one of Donald Trump's favorite fighters, you know? Boom, we are back with another episode of One More Round. With the relatively slow week in combat sports. John Cena got completely destroyed by Brock Lesnar in about 4 minutes. That was a highlight of the weekend. What else? Jake Paul, Tank Davis had their face-offs today. What do you think? Complete circus act?
I mean, I don't even think it's gonna go down.
Nah, you don't think so?
Nah. I think this is all an act, all this way through, up until the end. It's gonna get canceled for some weird reason. I think it's gonna get canceled eventually.
Tank Davis ducking that Roach rematch.
I mean, I don't know about ducking, but it seems like Tank Davis, even before, I think he said it on an interview, he just doesn't have that hunger in him anymore. Yeah, I think he's pretty much done with boxing, and if he does go through with this, it's probably just like his big payday. And then he's probably just gonna ride into the sunset with his money.
Yeah, I got my
Hopefully he don't go down the Adrian Broner route, but yeah, I could see him retiring after the Jake Paul fight.
Hey, I don't want to get off topic, but damn, you look good in person, dude. You fine as hell.
The heck?
You didn't see Adrian Broner get kicked off a podcast for saying that to a girl?
Oh yeah.
Come on, dude. I look like a creep. You're supposed to. You wouldn't pick it up when I was putting it down.
All right. Well, you can't build it up like that. Like you're about to tell me something.
I thought we was on the same wavelength.
Nah.
All right, I got my WWE conspiracy.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave though. I'm gonna pay you for your time, but I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I'm gonna pay you. All right, got my WWE conspiracy brain here. All right.
Go ahead.
So there all this, right? Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Jake Paul, Tank Davis. Mike Tyson's gonna pull out because he's old as shit. Jake Paul gonna pull out for unsuspecting reasons. Tank Davis versus Floyd Mayweather. Boom. They both in on it though. They already got fake beef. They already got fake beef going on. They're doing it.
You're big time.
You heard it here first. All
right.
It's all right. We shoot and miss a lot, but if it sticks,
all right.
The date is 9/22/2025, September 22nd, 7:35 p.m. Central Time. Calling it.
Okay.
What else? Let me check the news here. Are you familiar with Juan Archuleta?
Nah.
So he's this fighter. Used to fight in Bellator. Fights a lot in Ryzen. Now he's like on the regional scene. I don't really know what he's fighting in. But he was the guy that was on TJ Dillashaw's team.
Oh, okay.
He's the Spaniard. I think that's his nickname, the Spaniard. He wears like the little Spaniard cap and whatnot. Anyways, though, he's been calling for a UFC contract. And I think Sean Shelby was in attendance of his fight this past Saturday. Yeah. And I think he won via submission, maybe second round rear naked. But apparently it looks like he's going to sign with the UFC. He's a little older though. I think he's like 38 maybe.
So do we think pretty much UFC's it? That's it? That's all that's left for MMA?
Yeah, he's 38.
It's the monopoly of
but I mean like
MMA like
well,
they finally did it. I think they finally did it. Even with One or PFL / is it still / Bellator? PFL
No. They did away their last event like a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, PFL. Who do they have?
Dakota Divichka.
Okay.
Francis Ngannou, the lineal UFC heavyweight champion, bro. He never lost it. Still champion.
You mean the guy that won't even show up for press conferences?
Yeah, he fleeced the hell out of PFL on that one.
you mean that guy?
No, that's crazy.
That's who they got left?
Yeah, I'm lying. No, they got nobody. No, they got
Come on, man.
Leon Edwards' brother, Fabian. Bang.
Who?
Headshot dead. But yeah, I mean, whatever though. That's at least one championship. They're really big in kickboxing and Muay Thai. MMA,
Uh-huh.
they don't really do that much MMA. I mean, they
Yeah.
have both the Rutolo brothers. I mean,
Yeah.
they're pretty exciting, but
Do you think in the near future will there be a company that rises
no,
to challenge the UFC?
no, absolutely not.
Okay, if not, then do you think the UFC just absorbs all these other
Yes.
companies,
Yes.
or there is the UFC just waiting for all these companies to just go bankrupt to the max, and they're just gonna buy their fighters at the cheap?
Well, nah, that's the thing though. Like,
Just cut it, just just buy them off, and then since they already did their, it looks like they already successfully did their experiment on showing how UFC fighters are the highest caliber.
nah,
Um,
but that's the thing though. So they don't like. Okay, if they were to buy PFL, name five
okay.
PFL fighters worth purchasing.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's they would have to build them up.
That's what I'm saying though. But
Yeah.
they can't even build them up for themselves. Why would they build them up for UFC? Is what I'm saying. So what happens is the UFC. What they've been doing
Uh-huh.
is Fury FC is under the UFC banner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Anthony Pettis's fight one.
Anything on Fight Pass,
Yeah,
anything on Fight
exactly.
Pass is under the UFC.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. Cage Warriors is probably the biggest one. Like all the big regional scenes are already owned by
Yeah.
the UFC essentially. So
Yeah.
like they already get those big fighters. Like their goal is to get to the UFC, you know.
Right. Right.
So
right,
that
right.
they've already basically won. Like the rest of the fighters, they just kind of have to implode on themselves. Think about
Yeah.
all the PFL fighters that moved over because they weren't getting fights.
Of course. Yeah.
So like
and
at this
that's what I'm
point,
saying.
they don't even have to do anything that like the fighters are asking to come to them, you know. And all they gotta do is
Yeah.
accept it if they're worth the money.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
the
then-
UFC's already won.
So yeah, it seems like they've won already.
Yeah, because
But-
I think what like, I mean, one championship there in the East Asia, so they don't really have
Yeah,
to worry
East
about
Asia,
it.
yeah.
But like PFL and all these other organizations that try to be on the level of UFC, they just have to accept the fact that they're not though. You know, like Cage Warriors already accepted their fate. Like, oh, like we're the best in like
Right.
in London. You know, like in England.
Yeah.
So like we're cool with being the best here, and we're
Yeah.
gonna be a feeder league to the UFC. You know, and they kind of know their place in the market.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think the one championship will be kind of like a feeder organization instead? Eventually, sorry, because I don't know. Well, I haven't heard anything crazy going down at one anymore since Mighty Mouse left,
Yeah. Nah,
and
I
then
think
they just lost. They just lost that Mike Musameshi kid.
yeah. Now I think for one championship, they're probably gonna do away with MMA. Like, I would say probably by the end of next year, the latest.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
'cause
you
I mean-
think they just turned to a Muay Thai kickboxing?
Yeah, but
sport?
like that's fun though. You know, like that's people want to see, but it's like a niche. Like UFC fans aren't really gonna watch that.
True.
But like it's because I mean realistically, they really don't have that many MMA fighters. Like they have the Rutolo brothers, like I said, but they're so early in their career that's like they're only gonna be fun. They're probably gonna be fun to build them up. You one championship is gonna milk the hell out of them, and they're gonna shut down probably. There've been a lot
Wow.
of like rumblings that they're basically struggling financially, that they've been losing money
Right,
all this
right, right.
time. A bunch of fighters weren't getting fought because
Yeah.
they couldn't pay them, so it's only a matter of time. But yeah,
Dang.
to answer your question, yes, UFC is a monopoly.
It's over.
But think about it, the NFL is a monopoly, the NBA,
Mhm.
MLB, like it's inevitable, you know.
True. True.
But think about it, the UFC's been grinding for what, 30 something years, 32 years, 33 years.
Yeah, for a minute.
Yeah, so it's still relatively like new though, because I would say like it really started booming in like I don't know, what 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
So it's only like not even 20 years old at its peak.
Right.
And especially with all these damn kids, 17, 18-year-olds becoming prodigies.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Sheesh.
Forget about it. But all right, man, let's we don't really got much to talk about, so big talk of the town is this UFC White House card. Let's just take our early predictions here. A bunch of people obviously said they want to fight on it. So we'll
Yeah.
take our early predictions here to try to see what we get right. Can revise it maybe couple months down the line.
Hold on, hold
Hey, yo, you better put that dog down.
on.
In the arms of the angel.
All right,
Sorry, I'll edit
I
that
put him
part out.
down.
I'll
Put
edit
him
that
down.
part out.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right, so talk of the town. This UFC news, UFC White House card. Everybody
Ooh.
and their mama want to fight on it.
Ooh,
So let's just take some early predictions here. We have what we said, 8 fights. The
8
top
fights.
8
All right.
fights that we think are gonna go down.
Yep.
You want to go first? I'll let you take it away.
Yeah. I'll go first.
All right, let's hear what you got. Start from the
So-
first prelim all the way to the main event.
First prelim. Well, for me, I would start it off with Kevin Holland versus Gilbert Burns. I just think this one would be just, fun fight right there. Gilbert Burns is kind of on the back end of his career, so he could just, go all out. And 45-70 over here, he's just going on a tear and then losing. So this could be another tear as well, The next one I would have to say is Dominic Reyes against Jamal Hill. I like this one because Dominic Reyes is on on the comeback right now, and Jamal Hill is falling from grace. But if Jamal Hill were to beat Dominic Reyes right now, it would put eyes back on him, I believe. And if Dominic Reyes beats Jamal Hill, he beats somebody higher ranked than him, so that it'll push him for sure towards gold again. Next one I would be Aljamain Sterling versus Yair Rodriguez. I mean, Aljamain Sterling whooped Ortega's ass, so only fair for him to take out Yair Rodriguez too. Just kidding. But no, I mean, I just think this would be a fun fight as well, because we'd have to see Yair Rodriguez actually struggle with some good wrestling. Next one, hopefully by now, by the White House fight, the suspension's over for Sean Strickland.
Yeah, it ends November.
Yeah, it ends in November. Okay, so I would say so Anthony Hernandez versus Sean Strickland. They're both up there, highly in the high ranks. So this would be one for, I guess, title eliminator, or maybe number one contender fight right there. Next one, Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. I'm just saying everybody wants to see this fight, man. I think a lot of people want to see this fight, This one, we've been overdue for this one, and the White House event would be the best event to have this one, for sure. Next one, for, I guess, like a third before the last, would be Joshua Van versus Alexander Pantoja. We're gonna go three fights for gold here, White House event, gotta go all out. But yeah, Joshua Van, Alexander Pantoja, we want it. We want it. We want to see, a lot of people want to see Joshua Van get that win, and if Pantoja beats that ass like he's been doing to everybody, I mean, he's in the talks up there, pound for pound maybe, at this point. Then next fight, Tom Aspinall versus John Jones. John Jones begging to come back for that one, for that event, and they gotta give him his due on Tom Aspinall. He gotta get that. He gotta get that fight. And this would be, if it was not for my next the main event, this would be the main event for the White House fight, because it's just this is one of the best fights that could happen in the last
Ever?
You think ever?
Nah, it's got to be up there.
It's up there.
Anticipated?
But yeah, it would be probably one of the best fights ever to make. And then the next one, Mystic Matt coming back. Everybody's been waiting, aching, tweaking for this fight. McGregor versus Michael Chandler for the main event. I know Michael Chandler isn't like, main event caliber now anymore. But thanks to McGregor, it'd be the number one fight on there, at least in my eyes. But yeah, and we all know this fight would be pretty much an all-out striker war. But yeah, that's my picks.
All right, pretty good, pretty good. So for mine, we have pretty similar ones. Starting off in the early prelims, Paulo Costa taking on Bo Nickel. I know they're pretty far apart as far as skill level, but he's in a fight in November. Maybe he'll get another one in like around March. Hey,
brother, you saw what Artie Hart did to him.
I'm not saying he's good because he's not, obviously, but is one of Donald Trump's favorite fighters,
US
so he's gonna be there.
Right.
He's gonna be there.
Right. US of A.
I'm not saying he deserves it, but he's American as hell. He's gonna be on there. Not on the main card. If he's on the main card, we right.
Yeah.
But similar to your Kevin Holland pick, I'm going to have him face Donald Trump's other favorite fighter, Colby Covington. Colby Covington's got to be pushing at least 40 by the time the White House event comes. So it's going to be a good strike. I mean, he's going to want to grapple the whole time, but hopefully Kevin Holland KOs him.
Yeah.
All right, got another fight that we both agreed on. Corey Sandhagen, Sean O'Malley. So for that one, I mean, do we think?
But dang, that would be your prelim main event.
Yeah, but let me ask you why though.
Let me ask you why.
You think Corey Sandhagen beats Merab Dvalishvili?
Nah.
Exactly my point. So this won't be for a title. This won't be for a title fight. Today, Sean O'Malley came out and said he wants to fight on the White House against Corey Sandhagen for the title, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Moving on to the main card opener, dude. You always got to open it up with Justin Gaethje. Always. Always sets the tone for the card. I think it's going to be versus Paddy the Baddy. Paddy's going to be coming off his KO loss against Ilia Topuria. So it's only right that these two scrap it out.
Like that?
Come on, bro. It doesn't get more American than Justin Gaethje. All right, here's my wild card pick that I think is going to happen down the line. Diego Lopez, Max Holloway. I don't think it's going to be for the... I don't know if it'll be for the BMF title. I think Max will lose it to Ilia Topuria.
All right.
But if it does happen, this would be the fight to make.
Okay.
Today, Diego Lopez came out and said that he's open to fighting Charles Oliveira last minute. So he left the door open for a lightweight move. And he's a big featherweight, so I see it in the future.
Yeah.
All right, because we're going to be in 2026 and we're not a sexist country anymore against my my main beliefs. You got to go with Kayla Harrison, the only American champion, taking on the return of Amanda Nunes. It's going to be a fight, though, It is what it is.
Isn't this happening anyways?
It's not confirmed yet, though. So, I mean, it's going to happen. They just don't know when, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm saying I think they're waiting till the White House, but Kayla Harrison says she don't want to wait, but we'll see.
Yeah.
In the co-main event, dude, 250th anniversary of America. You got to go back to the Revolutionary War. England versus USA, baby.
All right.
John Jones. I think he's gonna let John Jones be on the card. I don't think he'll let him main event it, but a co-main event's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
And in the main event, Michael Chandler taking on Conor McGregor. I mean, dude hasn't fought since 2021. It's going to be 5 years removed. 5 years removed to the day, or close to the last time he fought was International Fight Week, 2021. His ego's way too big to not be a main event. Obviously, he doesn't deserve it, especially without the other champions on there. But it's going to happen regardless. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler. So, with that being said, though, we didn't even discuss these picks right before we made them. So, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, Tom Aspinall, John Jones, and Merab versus... Or not Merab, I don't know, I keep thinking about Merab. Corey Sandhagen versus Sean O'Malley. So, I feel like those three fights, at minimum, have to be on the card.
Yeah.
If I'm saying it,
Yeah,
you're
yeah, at
saying it.
minimum.
Minimum.
At minimum for sure. Placement could change for sure. I agree, but yeah, at minimum, at least these three, for it to be for sure solid card, at least to me.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
Obviously, this might not happen,
No,
but to me, this would be
a dream card.
a for sure dream card, and I'd cough up the freaking
Pay per view
pay-per-view
money.
money for
All
this.
right,
Yeah,
let me ask you this. Normal card is what, like 12, 13 fights ish? What if this one was where we have 8? What if it was 9 or 10, but they were all just solid bangers? 3, 4 title fights.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Everybody cool with that?
I'm still coughing up. I'm still coughing up the pay-per-view money for sure.
So we're cool. I'm saying we're more preferred on quality instead of quantity. So like
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
more
yeah, yeah, yeah.
9, 10
If
fights,
it's
of
a
just straight
shorter time
bangers.
too, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. Yeah,
All right. Well, we'll
I would be okay with that.
we'll revisit this in a couple months. The closer it gets to the White House card, see how right we were. We'll get back to
They'll
that.
start announcing them soon. Do you think?
Nah, I mean Connor for sure. That one probably doesn't have to be announced yet, but it's a given.
Now, do you think they make a USA belt
Oh, for sure.
just for this event? Like you know how they made the BMF?
Yeah, maybe not a USA belt. Maybe they just get like some medals, some USA medals or something.
Okay, okay,
That'd be pretty cool.
that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I also think because it's gonna be a White House, there's gonna be a lot more stricter security, limited space. I think
Yeah.
that maybe they'll intentionally cut down on fights.
Yeah,
Less cornermen, less fighters, all that stuff.
yeah.
All right, so we have approximately 9 months to try to get some media credentials to get in on that card.
Okay,
I'll start a petition.
go for it. Go ahead.
I'll start a petition. I don't know any people in power to make that happen, but that'd be dope.
So
you
then I
see-
can ask Dana White how the weather is.
Right?
be
You
great.
see Ariel Hawani get asked about Dana White, and Dana White get asked about Ariel Hawani.
Nah.
So I think Dana White was on the Logan Paul podcast, Impulsive,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and he asked him something like, "Oh, how you think you and Ariel Hawani will ever work it out?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "How's he doing, anyways?" But Ariel Hawani thinks like he didn't talk shit about him for once, but Ariel Hawani thinks he was doing it in a very sarcastic tone.
Yeah, of course.
Hey man, think about how.
Of
think
course.
About,
What do
dude,
you mean? What do you mean? How's he doing? You know how he's doing, bro.
Yeah,
Like
Ariel Hawani thinks
he's
it was like.
he's
like-
one of the main MMA media.
No.
heads.
He meant more like, oh, how's he doing since like he got fired of like ESPN? He's like, oh,
Right.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. But like, he's one of the main voices in MMA journalism. You know,
Yeah.
like he's one of the guys. You know, what do you mean? How's he doing? You know,
How's he
like
going?
you know what you mean by saying that.
I was
There's no other way you can take that.
I was being
there's no
optimistic
other
and
way.
thought that he was.
There's no other way.
Maybe he's
there's
over the
no-
beef.
Yeah, no. Ariel Hawani had a good gut feeling on that one.
Damn, I was out here hoping, dude. They had a reunion.
Nah. That ain't gonna happen.
You don't think so?
Not anytime
right.
soon. No.
By the end of 2026, you think they squash their beef?
Nope.
Damn. I'm gonna say
Nope.
yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Nope. Because you saw the boxing journalists. They were getting on Dana's ass, bro.
Yeah.
You don't think Ariel Hawani will want to do that?
You're right. and I think
Obviously, they
because-
squashed it in the beginning, but eventually he's how do I say it? He's pretty good with words that he can kind of drop little traps of you saying
he's gonna antagonize him.
stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good at that. So he might ask him something that
Triggers him.
he slips, talking about it, and then all of a sudden, oh well, if he asked this, then he answered that, and now we can all assume this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
All right. Well,
we've seen them for years.
I'm gonna be optimistic and say they work out their beefs. That'd be
Alright.
pretty dope to see him on the Ariel Hawani show.
All
But all right, man. We'll schedule again this Thursday.
Yep.
One more round. Quiz number 5 or 6. Can't forget. Can't remember actually. But yeah.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys.
Take the
Anybody who
crown.
watches.
Take the
You gotta
crown,
defend that
everyone.
belt. You
Please,
gotta defend that belt.
please. I don't want it anymore.
Crown is heavy.
It is.
All right, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all Thursday. Peace.
Peace.